immediately after we had the Federal Reserve Bank in 1913. In 1914, we had World War One, and then after World War One, it obviously kind of led to the Great Depression because the firms were destroyed. It was during those eras. I mean, people depended on manufacturing to be employed, right? So because war destroyed those firms, nobody was employed, people were unemployed, and then it got to a point whereby people now start to put their money on the stock market. And then once they start to put their money on the stock market, a lot of people started to put more of their money into stock market, people who didn't even know what is going on the stock market. And this is exactly what is happening today with Nvidia. After COVID, we had people invest in Nvidia. We had the AI boom, and then people started to throw their money into AI companies. They don't even analyze companies. They start to throw their money into Bitcoin. They don't even understand Bitcoin, but they start in crypto. Let me not say Bitcoin, crypto specifically. They don't even understand it, but they still choose to invest in it. So fast forward, going back to what I was explaining, after we had the Great Depression in 1929, because it was caused by the market crash. We had the Great Depression. It caused the Great Depression. The Great Depression, because people lost jobs during the Great Depression, it kind of forced World War II as well. It led to World War II. So when you're looking at today's situation with US is the biggest destination in the world. And at some point, if you owe a lot of money that you can't pay, what happens? You default and people lose their jobs. People lose so much. So it's going to get to a point whereby they also want to fight. On the other hand, they're losing the global reserve status here because of Biden. What Biden did, the Biden administration did to Putin, because of what the Biden administration did to Putin, by accelerating the process of getting Russia off SWIFT payments. That was the biggest mistake because now countries have realized that no, USA is actually using its power against other countries at an unfair advantage. Meaning, if you disagree with them, they're going to use their power to fight against you. I mean, that opened so many countries' eyes. People started to see that no, we need to do what, to not depend on dollar anymore. Because of that, the BRICS alliance is starting to be strong and strong and strong and strong. It's becoming even more and more interesting because now the dollar is losing the global reserve currency and the BRICS is taking over. So what are they going to do? Because they have a large amount of debt, they're going to crash at some point. So they need to make sure that they fight back, and they used to fight with tariffs. They caused all these distractions, this and that. Now they attacked Venezuela. They captured Venezuela president. This is crazy.